6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Ayesha Nayab. First, the headlines. Pakistan and Kuwait have reiterated desire to further deepen and broaden bilateral relations. Foreign Minister has emphasized the need for legal pathways to curb migrant smuggling. The Islamabad High Court has acquitted PMLN Qaid Mohammad Nawaz Sharif in Avonfield reference. Information Minister has urged Pakistani media to present concrete facts about Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, contrary to prepare more propaganda of Indian media. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, All Parties Hurriyat Conference has called for a complete shutdown on Friday to protest against posting of a profane video. International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people is being observed today. And now the news in detail. Pakistan and Kuwait have reiterated desire to further deepen and broaden bilateral relations. The desire was expressed by caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar and Crown Prince of State of Kuwait Sheikh Mishal Al Ahmad Al Jaber Al Sabah during their meeting in Kuwait City today. The Prime Minister underscored the resolve to forge deeper economic engagement between Pakistan and Kuwait, including in trade, energy, IT, labor, minerals, and investments. The Prime Minister expressed satisfaction at close cooperation between the two countries at multilateral fora. He appreciated the measures taken by Kuwait for recruitment of Pakistani manpower in the fields of health, security, and infrastructure. Foreign Minister Jalil Abbas Jalani has underscored the need for international collaboration to tackle migrant smuggling issue. He expressed these views while addressing the International Conference on Global Alliance to Counter Migrant Smuggling in Brussels. Jalil Abbas Jalani also emphasized the need for legal pathways for migration to curb migrant smuggling. Meanwhile, on the sidelines of the conference, the foreign minister held meetings with senior European Union's officials and members of the European Parliament. In his meeting, the EU Commissioner for Home Affairs, Jalv Janssens, the foreign minister welcomed the progress under the recently launched Migration and Mobility Dialogue. Terming GSP Plus as a template for mutually beneficial economic cooperation, the foreign minister expressed the hope that the scheme would continue to support developing economies without adding excessive conditionalities. Regional developments in the Middle East and South Asia, including the situation in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, were also discussed in these meetings. Minister for Commerce Dr. Gohar Ejaz held a meeting with the top officials of the Kuwait Investment Authority in Kuwait City. The meeting focused on fortifying the economic ties between Pakistan and Kuwait through enhanced investment cooperation. During the meeting, Commerce Minister held discussions with the CEOs of Kuwait's largest government funds and economic development institutions. Speaking on the occasion, the minister emphasized the development of human resources for the IT sector, opening doors for investment in industry, domestic commerce, and export. He outlined the goal of elevating the GDP from $300 billion to $3 trillion, making Pakistan an unparalleled investment destination in the coming decade. The Islamabad High Court has acquitted PMLN Qaid Mohammad Nawaz Sharif in Avonfield reference. The verdict was announced by a two-member bench of the court headed by Chief Justice Amir Farooq. The court declared that the prosecution failed to prove allegations against Nawaz Sharif. Pakistan Navy Special Service Group participated in the 13th Bilateral Special Operation Forces Exercise Yildiz 2023. With Turkish Su Al-Tatarus in Istanbul. Pakistan Navy spokesman said that the aim of the exercise is to strengthen military relationships, improve coordination and interoperability, and exchange of professional expertise in the Special Operation Forces domain. During exercise, several basics to advanced level exercises were also conducted. This is Radio Pakistan. Caretaker Minister for Information and Broadcasting Murtaza Solanki says Pakistan's political and economic stability is inevitable to raise the issue of massive human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir effectively at international fora. Addressing a seminar on Kashmir in Islamabad today, he said all credible institutions, including the U.S. State Department, Amnesty International, and Human Rights Watch, are presenting grim situation of human rights in India, specifically in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Terming India as so-called democracy due to its discriminatory role with the minorities, the minister said minorities living in Indian-occupied Kashmir, Manipur and Gujarat are subjected to severe atrocities and oppression. Reiterating Pakistan's moral, political and diplomatic support to the oppressed people of Kashmir, he said no force can suppress the voices of Kashmiris for their inalienable right to self-determination. He said contrary to Indian media, Pakistani media should present concrete facts instead of promoting mere propaganda. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference has called for complete shutdown in the territory on Friday to protest against posting of a blasphemous video by a Hindu student about Khatamun Nabiyyin Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The video was posted by the student of National Institute of Technology, Srinagar. The protest was also against illegal arrest, booking of Kashmiri students under draconian laws, dismissal of Kashmiri government employees, and confiscation of properties of Kashmiri people in the occupied territory. Jammu Kashmir Democratic Freedom Party, in a statement in Srinagar, expressed a serious concern over the plight of illegally detained Kashmiri languishing in different jails of the territory and India. A protest demonstration was held in Jammu city, led by senior leader of Communist Party of India, Muhammad Yusuf Tarigami, against the anti-people policies of the occupation authorities. International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people is being observed today. The annual observance of the day was approved by the UN General Assembly in 1977. An exhibition in connection with the day was inaugurated at the UN headquarters, New York, today to highlight the traumatic events of 1948 Arab-Israel War. The exhibition will continue till 8th January next year. In his message on the occasion of International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people, President Dr. Arif Alvi has reaffirmed Pakistan's consistent and unwavering support for the Palestinian cause. He said Pakistan has always supported the just struggle of Palestinian people. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for united action on the part of international community to end Israeli occupation and blockade of Gaza. In a statement on the occasion of International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people today, the UN chief said that Palestinians are going through one of the hardest and darkest chapters in their history. Israel has released 30 Palestinian women and children from jails before two-day extension in truce with Hamas ended today. Meanwhile, the Israeli army has conducted raids on Jenin and its refugee camps, destroying homes and other infrastructure and arresting about 20 Palestinians. 6 people, including 2 children, were injured during the raids. Since the beginning of war on the 7th of last month, around 15,000 Palestinians, including women and children, have been martyred in Gaza, while over 240 in West Bank. The martyred Palestinians include women and children. And finally, the weather report. Partly cloudy weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, wind, a thunderstorm with snowfall over the hills is expected in Potoha region, northeast Punjab, upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir during night. Hailstorm is also expected at isolated places during the period. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.